The confirmed number of new coronavirus cases reported in Los Angeles County over the last 24 hours is 714, with 27 additional deaths. Here in Torrance, 8 additional cases were reported with no new deaths. Welcome to COVID-19 Today. I'm Bella Shaw. It's Thursday, March 24th. LA County is continuing to expand its network of pharmacies and other locations that can offer easy access to COVID-19 therapeutics. Residents who test positive for the virus and are at higher risk for severe illness should call their doctors to see if they qualify for therapeutics. The outpatient treatment option includes the oral medications Paxlovid and Molnupiravir, which work best when taken as soon as possible after symptom onset. People who cannot get vaccinated due to medical reasons should talk to their providers about Evusheld, an injectable medicine used to prevent COVID-19 infections. All therapeutics must be prescribed by a healthcare provider and are free, although the treating facility may charge a fee for administering the treatment. Offering these treatments is a part of LA County's COVID-19 post-surge preparedness plan. Anyone with questions can also call the COVID-19 information line at 833-540-0473. The LA County Public Health Department will lift certain COVID-19 requirements for attendees of mega indoor events, including concerts and sports games. Starting April 1st, you will no longer need to show proof of vaccination or a negative COVID test when entering a mega event in LA County. This comes as other COVID-19 related restrictions, such as mask wearing, have eased as infection rates continue to fall. This update aligns LA County with the state of California's new protocols. The change impacts locations such as movie theaters, entertainment venues, sports arenas, and performing arts theaters. Despite the move, county health officials continue to urge citizens to remain safe and protect themselves as the BA.2 subvariant spreads locally. Californians behind on their rent have until March 31st to apply for the state's COVID rent relief program. The state will help tenants with unpaid rent and utilities from April 1st, 2020 to March 31st, 2022. Landlords can also get reimbursed for an eligible renter's unpaid rent. Eligible households may get up to 18 months of assistance to cover rent debt that accrued during the pandemic. The U.S. Census Bureau estimates that hundreds of thousands of Angelenos who are behind on their rents have not applied for assistance. Officials say those individuals could lose their housing, worsening the homelessness crisis in the region. Those who qualify can apply online at housing.ca.gov or call 833-430-2122. LA saw a big drop in population during the first full year of the pandemic. The U.S. Census Bureau estimates that our area lost close to 176,000 residents. Now, that's the second biggest drop among U.S. metro areas. Births outnumbered deaths, and there was a rise in international residents, but those gains were not enough to offset the loss of tens of thousands of people who moved away, dropping LA's population to 12.9 million. Officials say COVID-19 and housing costs intensified people's desires to move to the South and the West. New York lost the most amount of people, almost 328,000. On the flip side, Dallas gained more than 97,000 residents during that time frame, and Phoenix jumped by more than 78,000 people. Almost 3/4 of U.S. counties experienced a natural decrease from deaths, outnumbering births, up from 55.5% in 2020 and 45.5% in 2019. The trend was fueled by the coronavirus, as well as fewer births and an aging population. Today is World Tuberculosis Day, and public health urges residents who are at elevated risk to get tested for TB. They say it's a deadly disease that can be dormant for years. Union Station in downtown LA and the entrance columns at LAX will be lit red to commemorate the day and serve as a red alert. Public Health and the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention encourage more Americans to learn about and recognize the disease and to think, test, treat. Tuberculosis is an airborne disease that spreads among people sharing the same airspace. But for many people with latent TB infection, the germs are dormant in their body and have not yet made them sick, but they are still contagious. If the germs become active and multiply, the infection may spread to others or cause serious illness or death. Officials say COVID-19 infections in TB patients and survivors also increases the risk of death. To get tested or to learn more, go to ph.lacounty.gov/TB. The U.S. Postal Service is continuing to hire if you're looking for a job. The post office is looking for city carrier assistants, which has a starting pay of $18.92 an hour. Walk-in job fairs are taking place over the next couple of weeks in LA. You can also apply online anytime at usps.com/careers. Former Secretary of State Madeleine Albright has passed away. Flags are being flown at half-staff as a mark of respect until sunset on March 27th. The White House issued a proclamation on the death of Madeleine Albright, writing that she defied convention and broke barriers again and again. She was an immigrant fleeing persecution, a refugee in need of safe haven, and like so many before her and after her, she was proudly American. Albright was a devoted mother of 3 daughters, worked tirelessly to raise them while earning her doctorate degree and starting her career in American diplomacy. She has worked at the National Security Council under President Carter, served as the United States Ambassador at the United Nations, and ultimately made history as the first woman Secretary of State appointed by President Bill Clinton. The White House says she always believed America was the indispensable nation and inspired the next generation to follow her lead. Albright passed away on Wednesday at the age of 84. El Camino College invites the public on a special community walk against hate this Saturday. The 1-mile walk around campus begins at 10 a.m. on the steps in front of the administration building at the Crenshaw Boulevard campus entrance. It is in response to the ongoing concerns about local hate crimes against members of the Asian American Pacific Islander community. The walk is also meant to continue raising awareness about incidents of racism and hate crimes within the South Bay area. United by the motto, "Hate has no home here," El Camino officials say they hope to show public support for diversity, tolerance, and human dignity. After the walk, there will be a free self-defense class hosted by Seniors Fight Back with Hong Lee, a hate incident survivor. The event will also feature unique artwork from local artist Alan Chin, which has been on display at the Torrance City Hall lobby. It was created last year by Chin to show positivity amongst the AAPI community. Saturday's walk comes months before the college's anticipated opening of its Student Social Justice Center in the fall. For more information on Saturday's walk, you can go to elcamino.edu/communitywalk. Torrance Police needs the community's help in solving a homicide investigation. Around 1 a.m. yesterday, patrol officers responded to the High and Dry Bar located at 3116 182nd Street after getting a report of shots being fired outside the business. Police discovered a shooting victim and detained several subjects in the area. The victim was transported to an area hospital where he later died. Officers were able to identify one of the subjects that was detained as the suspect involved in the shooting, and an arrest was made. Police also recovered a firearm from the scene. The investigation is ongoing, and police want anyone who saw something to say something. If you have any information involving this case, you can call the Torrance Police Department at 310-328-3456. The City of Torrance Community Services Department is hiring. If you're interested in becoming a program leader or a lifeguard, mark your calendars. An in-person job fair takes place on April 23rd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at 3231 Torrance Boulevard. You can also apply online at torranceca.gov/jobs. Fit Culture Pilates celebrated its grand opening today with a ribbon-cutting ceremony.
We just opened in October last year. We were coming out of COVID, and we have been waiting to do our grand opening with the city. So we're really excited to have people here. We're doing all free classes all day. We've got swag bags. Local small businesses are doing some pop-ups, and we'd love to come and have everyone come by and say hi.
Located in Old Town at 1311 Sartori Avenue, the studio fuses contemporary Pilates with elements of cardio, strength training, bar, and yoga. The owners say their signature classes will leave you feeling toned, tight, and fit with energy and vitality. Congratulations on your grand opening. Well, as we head into the weekend, be sure to tune into Weekends in Torrance. New episodes air at 2 p.m. tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. On Friday, NASA astronaut Dr. Michael R. Barrett visits a group of local students in grades 5 through 12 at El Camino College as a part of the 2022 Onizuka Space Science Day. Then, first and second graders at Arnold Elementary School got an immersive learning experience thanks to the Wyland Foundation's Clean Water Mobile Learning Center. And on Sunday, Smog City Brewery and Tap Room in Torrance hosted a one-day Thai food pop-up called Pranam, where actor and entrepreneur Dream Kasestatad created his unique version of his favorite Thai soup. These stories and much more will be airing this weekend starting at 2 p.m. You can find us on Spectrum Cable Channel 3, Verizon Fios Channel 31, streaming on our website as well as on YouTube. Well, before we go at the end of each program, we like to share feel-good stories from our community, pictures, images, and videos that remind us of how resilient our community is and how Torrance truly cares. The Brews Hall released a special beer label called Stand with Ukraine, with 100% of the proceeds going to help Ukrainian refugees. The 32-ounce crowler costs an extra $5, and the Brews Hall is matching that amount to donate $10 per beer sold. This will go directly to the Red Cross organization that has stations in neighboring countries of Ukraine. The Brews Hall in Torrance is located at 21770 Del Amo Circle East. For more information, you can go to thebrewshall.com. What a refreshing way to show how Torrance truly cares. After nearly 2 years of COVID-19 today, this daily live news program is coming to an end today, and I have the honor of closing out this special newscast. We have aired hundreds of episodes letting you know about the latest COVID-19 updates, while also sharing uplifting stories to carry us through the difficult days. Next week, we'll take a special look back at the pandemic through candid interviews with key figures from our city. We're so grateful for your viewership during these trying times and are excited to return with a new show beginning next month. Well, that's our update for COVID-19 today. Thank you so much for being with us, and we look forward to seeing you again soon. Be safe, stay healthy, and thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.